In this video, we are going to learn about what is SolidWorks. SolidWorks, it is an product of an desert system, and it is one of the mechanical design software. If you see any physical things around you, such as your computer or your mobile phone, there are high possibilities are there. Initially, it can be designed in SolidWorks or similar to SolidWorks. SolidWorks, it is an parametric based modeling. What is that? If you want to create any 3D model, initially we have to create two-dimensional sketch. Those things can be done in SolidWorks, and SolidWorks, it is an solid modeling. If you are designing or modeling in SolidWorks, means we can able to see that solid model, not the halo thing. If you are taking a cross section of that 3D model, means we can see the solid model, not the halo things. These are the things that is mainly focused on SolidWorks. SolidWorks, it is an well-known mechanical design software. We are going to learn about SolidWorks in more professional way. In this video, we are going to learn about what are the different versions of SolidWorks. For the part file, it should be in SLD PRT format. Assembly file format will be SLT ASM format. Drafting or drawing file format will be SLD DWG format. These are the different versions of SolidWorks. In this session, we are going to learn about how can we start a part in SolidWorks, what are the options or the interface or existing in SolidWorks, how can we adjust the document measuring units in SolidWorks, and how can we create the shortcuts by using the mouse, and how can we use the mouse for more effective modeling. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we start a new part in SolidWorks. These are the two options that are existing in SolidWorks when we launch the SolidWorks. The first option is for new document. If we select that option, means these are the three interfaces that are available in SolidWorks, and the first option is for to create a 3D model as a part, and the second option is for assembly. If you want to create an assembly means we can use this option, and the third option is for drawing or drafting. It is actually used to create the 2D drawings, and these are the additional options. If you want to, and this is like an advanced option, and the first option is for the templates in your organization. If they are creating any constant templates for the application means these will be appear on this platform. And the other option is like a tutorial option. If an organization is planning to provide any training on any of the module means this option will be appeared at this platform, and these are the appearance options which we can adjust as per your convenient. These are the options that are available in SolidWorks, and for creating a new part, initially we have to select part module, and then we have to select OK, and this is the part interface that are available in SolidWorks. In this video, we are going to learn about what are the interfaces that are present in the SolidWorks, and the top portion of the screen is called quick access toolbar, and we can see some of the useful options are present over there, and we can see the options like new, open, close, save, save as, make drawing from part, make assembly from part, and these have the applications that are very useful. And the next option is like an editing option where you can see few other options, and the next option will be like an view option, and where you can see few other important option respective to that. And the fourth option will be like an insert option, and where you can see some of the useful features are present over there. And the above option is called quick access toolbar, and these are the options that are very useful for creating or accessing the document. And this portion is called comment manager, and these are the option is actually useful for creating a 3D model or to create the sketches for creating the model. And if you want to include any of the new option means we can just right click on that, and we can select any of the option as per our application, and we can use that. And the left side of the screen, design tree, and this option will actually consist of three important datum planes and these are the options which I have used to create this model, and there are a few other options at the top, uh, like a document manager, display manager, configuration manager, and these options are very useful. And this portion is called heads up toolbar, and where you can see some of the quick options, and the right side of this screen you can see like some of the options, and this options is called task plan, and these are the options that are actually very useful. And the above uh, portion is called SolidWorks search tab. If you didn't find any of the option means, and you can easily uh, find it by that option, and we have to just create a name over there, and then it will automatically show that on the comment manager, and we can easily find out that particular option by searching on that uh, tab. And the below portion is called like an uh, status bar, and this will actually display the document status, if the document is underdefined, or if the document is fully defined, and you can easily find out by that. Oh. And it will also help us to know about the sketches status as well, whether the sketch is in underdefined or sketch is in fully defined. It is actually very helpful for us to know the status of the document, and these are the three options that you can find at the bottom of the screen. And there is an option called model, 3D views, and motion steady. 3D views and motion steady are the two advanced options which we are not using in this course actually. And this center portion is called as graphic area, in which we can create a 3D model, or we can also create the assembly. And if you want to minimize the comment manager means, and we have an option called use large button. If we click on that means, and you can see like there is an actual minimize of the features. If you don't want to use that means, and you can again go for that option, and you can select that. In this video we are going to learn about how can we adjust document measuring units. We have different forms of document measuring units, like inches, millimeter, centimeter, meters, kilograms, grams, bounds, and so on. And we have few other options that you can see at the bottom of the screen, or you can also select the custom document measuring units from the available forms of document measuring units. We can adjust accordingly as per our application. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we utilize mouse for most effective 3D modeling, and how can we create a shortcut in mouse, and we have an option in quick access toolbar, and we have an option called customize, and we have an option called mouse, and you can find a few other shortcuts that are present default in the mouse. And if you want to modify the shortcuts in the mouse means, we can select that option, and we can replace that option as per your convenient way. And you can also create a new shortcut by using that. If we want to assign any new shortcut means, we can also create a new shortcut. Now you can see how the shortcuts are useful for creating a 3D model. And here I am using sketch by shortcuts, and here we can create a sketch by using the shortcut. In this session, we are going to learn about how can we select the datum plane to sketch on, how can we link sketch to datum plane, how to convert the design thoughts in the form of sketch, how can we add the distance to define the sketch, creation of angled line, adding the relation to the sketch, adding the relation automatically, knowing and deleting the active relation, additional options like construction line and center line, and few other sketching comments like mirror, offset, and pattern. In more practical and professional way, we are going to learn each and every concept detail on this session. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we select a plane for sketch. If you want to draw a sketch physically means we need a sheet. Similarly, if you want to create a sketch in SolidWorks means we need a plane. There are two methods to select a plane. We can select the plane from the design tree. As you can see, there are three different datum planes are present in the design tree. You can select any one of the datum plane, right click on that, and you can start sketch from that. And the other method is we can go to the command manager in sketch toolbar and you can find an option called sketch. After selecting the sketch option, you can select the datum plane and then we can start the sketch on that datum plane. These are the two methods to create a sketch on the datum plane. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we interlink the sketch with the plane. As you see on the screen, the shown sketch is actually created in top plane. If you want to interlink the same sketch to the front plane means, and we can have an option, right click on that sketch and we have an option called edit sketch plane, and there you can see that in which particular plane the sketch was created. After that you can delete that plane and you can interlink the other plane by the design tree. And now you can see like that a sketch is now interlinked to front plane, and you can also interlink the sketch to any other planes as per your application or as per your need. And here I am interlinking the sketch again to right plane, as you can see that on the screen. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we create the sketch profile like triangle, rectangle and polygon by using the sketch profile. And we have a sketching option that you can see that on the sketch toolbar, and we have an option called line, and we have to start the sketch from the origin. And you can see that, and there are like few symbol as we move the cursor accordingly, and we can see the symbol like horizontal, vertical and angular symbol as we are moving the cursor point accordingly. And here I have created the triangle by using a line command. If you want to end the line means we have to double click on that. And you can see another two line option that you can see that, and there are like center line and midline. Centerline is actually used for the reference purpose. Midline is actually used to create the line on both the sides equally and simultaneously. And we also have an option called rectangle, and there are like a few other options in that. And the first option we can use to create the corner rectangle, and the second option is to create the rectangle from the center, and we have to select two points for that. And the first point is for defining the center, and the next point is to define the end of the rectangle. And the other option which you can see that, and that is a 3-point corner rectangle, and we have to define 3-point. And the other options like 3-point center rectangle, and we have to define 3 points for that rectangle. Initially we have to define the center of that rectangle. After that we have to define the second point in that rectangle to define the corner of that, and the another point is to define the end of that rectangle. And the fifth option is for creating the inclined rectangle, and here we have to define the rectangle by 3 points. Like first point is to define the start of that rectangle, and the second point is to define the another end of that rectangle, and the third point is that for to um, define the inclined angle of that rectangle. And you can also find an polygon icon in the sketcher comments, and if we select that icon means, and we can see that, and we can define the polygon by 2 points. And the first point will be like center of the polygon, and the next point is to define the end of the polygon, and we can use that as per our convenient way. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we create circular profile like circle, arc, and ellipse by uh, using sketcher options. And here you can see like I have creating the circle by uh, selecting the circle icon, and here you can see there are 2 other subdivisions are available. and the first option is for create a circle by uh, center of the uh, circle, and the second option is for creating a circle from a perimeter of that. And this option is to create the arc, and there are 3 different options are available to create the arc. And the first option is for uh, create a arc by selecting the center of that, and we have to define a point by selecting uh, two other end of the arc, and the uh, second option is for creating a tangential arc, and here we can create the tangential arc by the end of the profile, which you can see that on the screen. And the third option is for creating the arc by uh, perimeter. Here I am defining the arc by um, um, two end of the arc, and then I am defining the center of the arc. And here you can see the another option like slot, and there are four subdivisions or available in that arc. And the first option is to create an arc by defining the points. Initially we have to create a slot by defining the center line of that arc, and the second option is to create a slot by defining center of that slot, and then we have to define the end of that slot. After that we have to extend that slot, and the third option is for creating a slot by an semicircle way. In this option we have to create a slot by defining three other points, which you can observe that on the screen, which I am actually creating the slot by defining three other points. After that we have an option called spline. Here we have to define the start point of that of this spline. After that we can select point in the spline as per our application, and in this option we can create ellipse, and you can find there are 3 to 4 subdivisions in ellipse, and here I am actually creating the ellipse by center of the ellipse, and here we have to define the ellipse by selecting the center of that. After that we have to select the point of the ellipse, and the other option is like we have to select the center point. After that we have to select first and last point of that ellipse. That ellipse is called partial ellipse, and here we can create a parabola, and we have to define three different points. Initially we have to define a center of that. After that we have to define starting and ending of the parabola. In a conic option, which you can see, we have to define the conic by two ends of that, and after that we have to define the third end point, which you can see that on the screen. And the other option in sketcher command is like fillet. The fillet is actually used to break the sharp edges on the sketch edge, which you can see that on the screen. For that I have created the rectangle, and we can break the sharp edges by using the fillet option. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we define the sketch by using distance. This sketch is still underdefined, and you can see that a sketch is in blue color. A blue color indicates that a sketch is in underdefined, which you can observe that at the bottom of the screen. If you want to add the distance to the dimension, means we have an option called smart dimension, which is available in sketch toolbar. Initially we have to select that option. After that we have to start giving the dimension by selecting the sketch. As you can observe that on the screen, a sketch is now converted into black color from blue color. A fully defined sketch will be in black color, and you can also observe that at the bottom of the screen a sketch is now fully defined and the sketch is fully converted into black color. And we have to give the dimension from the origin. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we create angled line. For that, initially we have to select any one of the datum plane. After that, we have to select line command. As you can see, there are few orientation options on the left side of the screen. We have to select angle option, and there are a few options which you can observe that at the bottom of the left side screen. And we have to provide the specific parameters of that line, and here we have to provide the angle and dimension of that line. After providing the specific value, we have to start the dimension from the origin. After that, we have to provide the end point of that line, whether we can provide it at the bottom side or at the top side. This will be the one manual method. The other method we can create the angle line will be like, initially we have to select the plane. After that, we have to select the line icon and we have to draw the line with certain angle. After that, we have to provide the specific dimension by using smart dimension. Here I am providing the angle as well as the parameter of that line command. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we define a line by using a relation. These are the two individual line. Initially we have to select the line. As you can see, few options are available on the left side of the screen. Initially, we have to select the line. After that, we can add the relation to that line by selecting that particular relation. As you can see, now I am selecting that inclined line. After that, I am selecting a vertical relation. Now you can see inclined line is now converted into vertical line. Here I am creating another line. This line is an inclined line. If we want to add the relation in between two lines, means we have to select two lines by pressing Ctrl key. As you can see, there are few other relation options that are available at the left side of the screen, and we can add any of those relations as per our application. Now I am adding like perpendicular relation for those two lines. As you can see, the inclined line is now converted into vertical line, and those two lines are perpendicular to each other. After that, again I am selecting two lines by pressing Ctrl key, and now I am adding the relation like equal, and now you can see length of both the lines is equal now. Here I am creating one more line. Here I am selecting two lines by clicking on Ctrl key. Those two lines is now parallel. If you want to add any other relations, means we can define the line by using a Control key, and now you can see the both the lines are aligned to each other. As I have used collinear option, we can also fix that particular line. As you can see, the horizontal line is fixed. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we define a circle by using a relation. Here I have created two circles. If we want to define the circle, means initially we have to select circle After that, you can see the options at the left side of the screen. Here I am selecting equal option. As you can see, both the circles are equal in circumference. Here I am defining the circle as 50 mm, and here both the circles are fully defined. Here I am adding the relation between these two circles. Initially we have to press the control key. After that we have to select those two circles. As you can see the options at the left side of the screen. Here I am selecting a concentric. Here both the circle are concentric now. Same thing I am repeating on the other side as well. If we want to add the relation for these two circles, means we have to press control key. After that we have to select both the circles, and we can select the relation like equal. If we defined any one of the circle, means the other circle is automatically it will defined. As you can see, there is a change in color from blue to black, and here you can see that a sketch is fully defined now. Here I am creating ellipse now. Here we are defining the ellipse by adding the relation to that. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we add a dimension or relation to the sketch automatically. The sketch is underdefined now. As you can see, the sketch is in blue color. If you want to add the dimension or the relation automatically, means we have an option in the sketch toolbar, delete or display relation. As you can see, there is a drop down. If we click on that drop down, and we have an option called fully defined sketch. If we select that option, we can find an option at the left side of the screen, calculate. If we select that option, means you can see the sketch is fully defined with the necessary dimension as well as with necessary relation. Sketch is converted into black color. This will be the easy way to define the sketch. We can also alter the sketch by selecting the dimension of that. In this video, we are going to learn about how can we know or delete the existing relation in the sketch. The sketch is fully defined now. As you can see that sketch is in black color. If you want to delete or to know the relation in the sketch, means initially we have to select the sketch, and we have an option in the sketch toolbar, display or delete relation. As you can see, all the existing relation at the left side of the screen. If you want, you can delete the individual relation in that, or if you want to delete the entire relation, means we have an option called delete all. We can delete all the relation in one shot as well. In this video, we are going to learn about some of the additional lines like construction line. In this sketch, as you can see, there are both normal line as well as construction line. If we want to convert normal line into construction line, means initially we have to select normal line. As you can see the options at the left side of the screen, and we have to select that option as for construction. As you can see now, the normal line is now converted into construction line. Or if we want to convert the construction line to normal line, means again we have to repeat the same steps again. As you can see that on the screen, and now the sketch is converted from construction line to normal line. In this video, we are going to learn about few other sketch commands like offset, mirror and pattern. If we want to offset any sketch, means initially we need a base sketch. We can find an option in the sketch toolbar. We can find an option like offset entities. After selecting that option, we have to select the sketch. At the left side of the screen, we have to enter the specific value at which the sketch has to be offset. And here I am entering the value like 10 mm. And we have an option called reverse. And we can select that option whether the sketch has to be offsetted inside the sketch, or we have to offset the sketch outside the sketch. We have an option called bidirectional. Bidirectional is generally used to create the sketch on both the sides. And we have a few other options like construction geometry. And we have a sketch will be converted into construction line. As you can see on the screen, the sketch will initially converted into construction line if we select that option. And we have few other options like mirror entities. If we want to mirror the sketch, means initially we have to create an axis at which the sketch has to be mirrored. After selecting the mirror entities, we have to specify the sketch as well as the axis at which the sketch has to get mirrored. If you want to create the series of same profile, means we have an option called linear pattern. This is actually used to create the same profile of sketch at the different places. Initially we have to select the sketch. After that we have to add the specific value as an After defining the specific value, we have to specify the number of profile it has to form a pattern. After defining all those, we have an option called angle. If we want to pattern the sketch at specific angle, means we can enter it manually. As you can see on the screen, here the sketch is created at the specific angle.